Right, okay, so all of the sides, the back and the sides of the hair is done, except for this front bit, either side. So we're going to do that now. So this we are going to do directionally that way. So I'm going to get my needle. Actually, I'm going to get a fresh needle out. So it's going to, the hair's going to go sort of backwards and lie as flat as possible. So we're going to do it as few strands as possible, as close to mono rooting as we can get it. We're going to use a lighter coloured hair, and I'm going to do the rooting as horizontal as I can get it, basically, so that it lies nice and flat. So this is the hair. It's a light brown as opposed to the dark brown. So I'm going to get a small amount. So we'll start off at the bottom here. This is also kid mohair, so it's finer than the hair that I was doing the whole of the head with. So it's going to be a bit thicker down here. More like the normal rooting. Mixing in with the dark colour. Right, I'm just starting doing the bit much finer, like a mono rooting. really fine. These bits that go into the face are very, very fine. Very, very acute angle. You really don't want these pieces to be standing up anywhere. They just literally need to be flat to the face. We will be trimming these a lot shorter than the hair. They should be barely visible really. If you're doing them in a darker colour, the same applies really. Very, very fine. And again, this so that the direction, so that the hair lies away from the face. We don't want it coming out into the face, obviously. It's too thick. Also, I'm rooting it not quite as dense as I did on the main hair, so that the it doesn't lie in a dense sort of mop. Particularly when it's trimmed a little bit. Putting this at such an acute angle, it's actually, the needle is actually coming out of the skin further up. That's how flat I'm holding the needle. Right, that's more or less all I'm doing on this side. Get rid of the gel pen. And look, I've got the gel pen. There we are. I'm going to do the same the other side. So I'm going to continue with this side, as I say, going up to this line here, but with the needle that way, which means that the hair lies along. I don't know if you can see that one. I don't think you can. So it's her hair lies like this. Okay, so I'm going to switch off while I just do this bit. I'll show you when I come out of it. Right, okay, I have done both those bits. I'm going to, now all we have left to do is the top and the eyelashes, which I will be doing as well. So, oh, that noise was a noise that, look, stop it, cats. Cats are having a little bit of a tiff. Right, so that's the hair around the outside and the back and everything done. We just need to do the top, sorry. So how I'm going to do the top, I'm going to do it in 3 sections. And each section is going to go around again to the crown. So the first section, the middle section, is going to go like that. And then that section and that section. This middle section will be thicker, be a bit thicker than the outside sections. The outside sections will be similar to the back and sides, and this middle one is going to just be a teeny bit thicker and more dense. I might even add some darker colour to it, a black mohair, just to make it nice and thick on the top. So I'm going to go. I'm going to start about here, and go back. I'm going to do these side sections, and then I'll do the middle one last. Okay, so get the. Now this is more difficult to get the baby in the position that you want her to, or him or her to be in for rooting, I always find. So back to the dark brown. Here we are. Back to the needle. Where's the needle gone? Oh dear, don't tell me I've lost another needle. Oh boy, oh there it is. Right, so the front, I'm going to be very, very careful that I do mono root it, because this is going to be the most visible part when it comes to the actual. Yeah, that's hardly mono rooted, is it? As I said before, this is a bit lumpy, this head, because I was doing this baby more or less for myself, and I knew I'd be rooting it myself, so I didn't worry too much about it, because it all gets covered up. But it was a bit naughty of me, really. I've been extremely busy and a little bit stressed in the last few weeks. Right, I'm just doing literally mono rooting across the front here. one strand at a time. You can hardly see it actually. I don't think you can see it. That's more than one strand. Right, I don't want an actual line of hair finishing in a complete line, so I've done it quite lightly. Can you see it? So I've done it quite lightly, as in quite spaced out, and then I'm going to do some behind a little bit spaced out as well, and then it doesn't finish in a line, a bit like a doll's hair. You know when you see doll's hair and it's all been done by machine in lines. I don't want this to look like that. Right, okay, I'm going to push on off camera, routing the rest of these two sections on the outside, and then I'll come back when I'm doing the bit in the middle. Think of it as it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be that obvious. It's not going to be like a Mohican or anything. But I do like to do it a bit thicker in the middle so that it's got some shape to it. Okay, I'm going to carry on doing this and come back in a bit. Right, okay, I got a bit carried away then, and I forgot to stop when I came to the last section. As you can see, I've routed this quite thickly. It will look a lot better when it's cut. But the top bit I go a bit to town and cut quite a bit of hair on. So I will push on, and I'll come back when it's all done, and I've cut it, or I'm ready to cut it. Okay.